Jesus did not have a human spirit. The spirit that gave life to the flesh of Jesus is God himself, not a human one. How do we know that can't be true? Because that's heresy, because that means Jesus is God is there was a if there was a mortal spirit in Jesus, God has done exactly what he's promised in the Old Testament he will never do because it's unjust. He would have punished one of his creatures for the sin of another. He can't do that. That's unjust. God can't take this one human over here and punish him for that human sins. That's why he himself took on human flesh to take it upon himself. There was no other way. Anything else would be unjust and immoral. Okay. So there was only one spirit in Jesus Christ. One, not two, one. And that spirit is God himself. No other spirit being was in his flesh. It's impossible. Okay. We understand?
Can I ask a
Right.
question?
So did God take on human attributes, nature when he entered flesh? Yes, he had the ability to feel fear, to tremble, etc. Right, to feel intrepidation, right, and suffer, right. So yes, he took on human nature, but outside of the human flesh, God does not have a human nature. We have his attributes because he were made in his image, not him made in ours. Okay,
Can I ask a question?
please.
When you say human spirit, are you using human spirit and human soul interchangeably?
Do you know what a soul is?
Yeah, I know what it is, but like the
Oh,
point.
I'm going to answer your question, but I don't think
Oh
you know
my
what a soul
gosh.
is. Let me explain.
Oh, oh my
So,
gosh.
humans are spirit and flesh. That's clear. Even Genesis makes that clear. Again, God created Adam's body. Then he put nefesh, the breath of life, that spirit, into Adam's flesh, and he became a living soul, it says. So what is a soul? In the Hebrew mind and in the scriptures, a soul is everything that a being is, all parts of him combined. That means your flesh, that means your spirit, that means your attitude, that means your mindset, your belief system, everything that you are is a soul. And so it's a combination of flesh and spirit makes a person a soul. Okay? Right. That's what a soul is. Spirit is spirit, flesh is flesh, a soul is both and everything that they produce. That's what a soul is. Oh, Mr. Jones, he's a happy old soul. That means he has a happy attitude. His gait has happy. He walks like he's happy. He moves. He got an attitude that's happy. He's a happy, quote unquote, soul. See, so that's what soul is, right? So there was once Jesus. So the question is spirit, not soul. Okay, he became, you might say, human soul. He's a combination of God and human soul, both.
Yeah,
Right?
I know. I
Okay,
know.
so the point that I'm trying to make, right, is under like how like it's understood like what soul is understood to be, right? Soul is understood to be nous and dianoia, will and desire relations. Which what that means is like a soul is understood to be one's intellect, which is like the faculty, by which we like know and perceive the truth and obviously God, right? Our reason, which is like our thinking, reflection, and answer, the different points. Our will, which is like obviously the capacity, the ability to act and to choose, right? Lastly, it's like our desire and emotions, right? And we would say, right? Well, I think we would say that because we would say that Christ, truly has intellect. Christ truly can reason, like a human can. Christ truly can will, like a human can. Remember that the hypostatic union affirms two wills: a human will and a divine will. And we
I
would say
don't see
that.
what point you're
Well,
making. Everything that you're saying
Why
is a
are you
given.
talking over him?
yeah, I didn't talk you just one sec, right? And we can say that Christ truly experiences emotions, a desire, right? So we would say that Christ doesn't. Hold on, we'd say that Christ is a human soul, right? Because if you look at if you look at my screen, what I'm screen sharing, right? You called me a heretic for believing that Christ has a human soul, but
No,
wait,
not a human
hold
soul.
on, one sec, right?
I just explained it
Okay,
to you.
one
Sorry.
sec, right? And it says, yeah,
N-
he left. It's okay.
Okay,
It's okay.
he
It's
left.
okay. It's okay. I'm explaining to the recording, because I'm recording this. I've recorded ever since he joined, right? Consisting also of reasonable soul and body. So he called me a heretic for holding. He has a reasonable soul, and also if you look towards it, very interesting actually. what is affirmed very specifically, um, very specifically by Saint Gregory of Nazianzus. If you guys want to look at it, I'll put it in the comments maybe if you guys want me to. But very specifically, what's affirmed by him is that which has not been assumed has not been healed. So for Christ to fully heal us in every way, he has to be like us in every way, apart from sin, which is affirmed at Chalcedon too, right? So Christ is like us in every way, apart from sin. So we've just found out that Nephilim is an Apollinarian. We know that he's like a modalist. You guys can check that out. Check that out on the on YouTube on P&R's channel. But we just found out that he's an Apollinarian too, because he doesn't hold that Christ has a human soul.